Okay, so hey, just wanted to come on really quick and I guess discuss some of these clips that I've been seeing on this part 2 reunion to Basketball Wives. I first off, I want to start off personally with Kristin apologizing to Byron. Kristin, it's a wrap. Like, it's a wrap. Like, it's not gonna happen for you and Byron. Like, I feel like once you open up your mouth and you let out that he didn't come and see your child, or like you were mistreated, he saw that you were mistreating his wife and all of the nice things that they've done for you and your husband, which is his son. I felt like he got tired of support. Well, it's clear because he came out with it and said he was pretty much tired of supporting you. Or Cece came out and said that he was tired of supporting you and his grown adult son. So like, I just feel like if you were real from the beginning, you wouldn't even be in this situation that you're in now. Because truthfully, honestly, I don't believe that Byron even probably liked you, because if this is how you've been behaving, like while the beginning of you guys meeting, like it was done for from the beginning. Like all it takes is the first impression. And I feel like with your air of arrogance and entitlement and biasness, I just feel like he just didn't, it wasn't in the cards for you guys anyway. But do best believe he will still continue a relationship with his son, and you're just gonna look like the person who tried to come in between that. So like, you should really think before you act. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to address, and I'm not gonna make this a long video either because I did not watch it, because I said I wasn't gonna watch it, but I did watch other videos that were not of VH1 or supportive of VH1. Okay. But another thing that I wanted to address was this like few minute clip that Lamont Hill and Shawnee like tried to have about colorism. Like, come on, Shawnee, you just said it on your live not even a week and a half ago that you don't care. When the cameras are on, you don't give a shit. When they're off, you don't give a shit. So don't try to give a shit now. You knew this, and you knew for 8 seasons that these type of behaviors have been colorist. Like, like you and your friend Evelyn. Like, it's just ridiculous. And for you to sit there and try and be so calm, cool, and collective, and then lie and say that you truly feel you feel bad for how OG felt, and you didn't wish for anyone on the show to feel like there was colorism, but you clearly don't give a shit, because if that was the case, you would have had it would have been you, OG, and the rest. It would have been everybody on the cast to have that sit down discussion, instead of you, who benefits off of privilege because of how you look and who you are. You're clearly treated differently than OG. Okay, you and your posse, like, I just don't get you guys. Like, you guys made yourselves look like fucking teenagers. Like, it's just crazy. But for you to sit there and have that conversation was just so distasteful, after you had already said you did not care about her, you didn't want to get to know her, you didn't try to get to know her, you antagonized her the whole fucking season. And let me say this, I am very happy that Jen stood up for herself. And for people who keep saying that she talked about Evelyn's daughter, no, she did not. What she said was, I don't know, I'm not going to go word for word, but what it alluded to was Evelyn's mothering skills, pretty much, of her having different men in the house, of Evelyn having different men in the house, of Evelyn doing certain things in front of her daughter that wouldn't be appropriate for a mother to do in front of their daughter. Like, she did not say anything about Shanice. Like, come on. If anything, you should be mad at Jackie. Jackie called your daughter a build-a-whore. But you can look past that. And I feel like the only reason you look past it was because you know that you probably, and this is no shade to Jen, like, you probably can beat Jen. Like, and honestly, I don't feel that Jen is scared. She's and Jen's a Virgo. Like, they're not like going to like try and be a fighter and all of this unnecessary stuff, because that's not their nature. But her being fiery as she is, meaning Evelyn, she doesn't mind capitalizing off of somebody else's weaknesses and making them look bad, and she doesn't care how she makes them look bad as long as she's on top. Like, and I think that's so distasteful. And if Jennifer was ever your friend, which I don't believe you ever even saw her as a friend, I do believe that you only treated her like that because you knew deep down inside that she wasn't a fighter. And then, wait a minute, for you to go and try and use her lawyer or defense, like, that's just insane. You hate her, you can't stand her, but you're using her stuff. So I'm glad she called that out too. Like, honestly. And another clip was of OG and Kwame. I like that name, Kwame. I like that name. When OG pretty much just shut Evelyn up. Like, I don't care how Evelyn and Shawnee were on that stage trying to laugh and act like it didn't faze them. Like, it fazed you. When OG called you an industry slut, bitch, that hit your heart. I know it did. Okay, you have been known to be out here fucking around and screwing NBA players and other people's husbands, and hold up, speaking on that, I've said it already, I'm gonna say it again. Shawnee is a Sagittarius, so is Evelyn. Okay, from my personal experiences, Sagittarius people don't necessarily, I don't feel, fully forgive people if they know something, especially in this situation, something like this. If Shawnee was to know that this is true, best believe she's going to be best friends, buddy with Evelyn, to build Evelyn up to tear herself down. Now watch. I feel like Shawnee does believe that Evelyn did have a situation with Shaq, but she's keeping it under wraps until she's done with Evelyn. Now those are my true feelings. I truly feel that way. Like, she knows, okay? So don't be surprised if some stuff comes out a few years later and they're not even friends anymore, and they start telling each other's business and spilling out each other's shit. Like, it's just crazy. But and another thing that I wanted to speak, back to the OG thing. OG really stood her ground. She really is a person of her word. I don't feel she is an aggressive by nature person. I feel that when she is provoked, she will let someone know, I'm not the one to be played with. And y'all know she's not the one to be played with. Oh my God, when OG said that Malaysia was lighter and she was bleaching her skin, I don't even know. Like, I just know that Malaysia was quick to shut that down, and like, she was quick to shut that down, and she didn't address it fully. She just said, like, why do we have to keep tearing each other down as women? Girl, y'all been tearing people down for 8 seasons. Like, what are you talking about? 8 seasons. Y'all just, like, didn't you and your family just tear Jackie down and jump her, like, allegedly jump her? Like, girl, come on. It's crazy. Like, I just don't understand why these women think that it's okay to be like this at their age. And Phoebe, this, like, for her to even bring up the fact that her daughter is dark skinned and her daughter loves OG, like, that's good and all for, like, her daughter's sake, because I can see why her daughter would truly love OG, because her mother is clearly offending someone who has the same skin color as herself, okay? And her mother, regardless, will never understand that, okay? So my thing is Phoebe saying that she had a dark skinned daughter kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because it's just like white people saying, I'm not racist, I have black friends, blah 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 blah, I can say the N-word, blah blah blah. Like, no, like, it's just ridiculous. And it's just ridiculous. And I'm glad, like, it wasn't drawn out as much as she wanted to draw that out for herself. Like, I mean, like I said, I'm not impressed. I'm not gonna watch that show next season or any other further seasons. Like, the most that I'll probably do is like watch a clip that's not even a part of VH1 and like just do my thing from there. Like, I refuse it. But I just wanted to get on really quick and just speak on some things that I found a little odd about this whole situation. And wait, one more thing. And about Mark Lamont Hill, as far as him coming out with tweets saying that he does what he is paid to do, pretty much saying that he is just a host. Listen, you being as educated as you are and not necessarily calling out more than what you did, and you, like, I find it so distasteful when black men really don't stand for darker or, you know, black women. It's just ridiculous. But y'all be so quick to like support like these other women who could give a fuck about you or your family or anything else. Like, you probably, like, you have black nieces, most likely you have black little cousins, like, and I wonder how they're just looking at you right now. Because if they're looking at you the way that I feel right now about how you did this reunion, it's not a good look. But that's all I wanted to say. Wait, did I want to say something about Evelyn? You know, hold up, let me say one more thing about Evelyn. For her to like try and darken her, oh my god, this bitch. For her to try and darken her skin up to appear more Afro-Latina-ish was just so low and just low. And for her to try and like justify the fact that she uses this word and she behaves this way because of where she's from or where she was raised, regardless, you know, if OG would have called you some of the derogatory names that people have been known to call your people, there would be an uproar, okay? And I'm not even just gonna like, it's just like for her to say that and like not understand how that could really affect somebody. And I feel like she does understand, she just doesn't give a fuck. But what I'm gonna do for her ass is to stop supporting that show, stop supporting any advertisement, endorsement deals that she has coming to her positively, like, because I feel like somebody with that much negative energy deserves exactly what they're putting out, okay? So like now I'm done, because that's just the clips that I have seen. But yeah, I'm just over Basketball Wives.